Howdy, welcome to Sugarbush Shenanigans.
Yeah, this is a pretty special episode because today is International Women's Day.
Which is why I'm wearing a cape. It is lit up, but I don't know if you can tell. It has lights on it.
It's beautiful. You're my superhero. But it's also Women's History Month. So you have...
Is it History Month?
Women's History Month, yep. And so that got us thinking and talking to a lot of people about, the significant accomplishments that women have had over the last, 100 years. If you don't mind, Kelly, let me start out with just reading in my lifetime some of the things that happened. You can fix your hair, but it was just 100 years ago, in 1920, women's right to vote. Jump forward 40 years, 1964, civil rights, discrimination based on sex, race, and other things. 1964, Kennedy signed in the Equal Pay Act for women.
That's right.
1972, goodness gracious, that was the year before they did. We founded Penley Produce. Title IX, bringing women into college athletics.
Ooh, that was helpful for me.
Yep, for sure. 1973, Roe versus Wade, abortion rights. 1985 was the kickoff by Betty Ford of breast cancer awareness, Think Pink. 2010, Michelle Obama became the first black woman to live in the White House.
Go get him, girl.
Yep, and in 2013, the ban on women in combat was lifted. Just again, in my lifetime or in my grandmother's lifetime, a lot's happened. But what we wanted to do today is maybe just highlight, lift up, celebrate, cheer for.
Give a shout out to
all the ladies that, really impacted our lives.
All the ladies. That's a Beyonce song. I forget what it is. She does it much better.
All right, go.
Okay, I get to start. So we're going to start from the beginning. So my mom, Deb Hersha, she gave me the gift of confidence. And she, from the day I was born, I don't know anything other than, girl, you can do whatever you want. You're amazing. And I actually never knew how not to believe in myself and have confidence in myself. So I realized that I was a lucky girl, and that was quite a gift she gave me. So thanks, Mama.
That's nice. I like
Thank
her.
you.
She's a sweetheart. I got to go back a generation. My grandmother, Granny Laura, many of you've known her, many of you've read about her, really was a cornerstone to who I am as a human. And what she gave me was the gift of just flat out hard work. Showing up every day, doing what you needed to do, get the job done, do it as well as you can do, and kind of be a service to others as much as you can be. She was a great neighbor. She was a great grandmother and mother. But she came up in the time when women were just starting to get in the workforce, and she came up as a telephone operator in Western North Carolina, and then she married Lloyd, and they were happily married for 70 some odd years. And so there you go. So what you got? Who you got next?
Next would be my beautiful daughter, Serena.
Oh, you're keeping it real.
I am. We're talking about women who inspire us and have changed our lives, and she certainly was one of them. And I would say the biggest gift that she gave me was the gift of love, that kind of, and I think moms and dads people who have children could only maybe know it, but it was that gift of love, that undefined love. It's not like anything you've ever felt before. And it was a gift because I got to know how that actually feels. And it's something different than everything else. Every other kind of love even with you, sorry. But I can only hope. I surely made a lot of mistakes, but I did my very best to try to, pass along the gift of confidence. I don't think that when you have a child, they have that same kind of love for a parent or a mother that we have for them. And so I hope that someday she gets to, know that love.
Oh, beautiful. Speaking of moms, I really, anybody that's listening to this podcast or watching it needs to thank their mom, because if it wasn't for their moms, they wouldn't be here. Moms give people lives. My mom gave me my life. And, in particular, she gave me as a role model, as a mentor, as one who gave advice, grit. Just the grit. Don't give up. I remember in 1970s, early 70s, I was on the 8th grade Sandhill Comet wrestling match. I was 8-0-1.
Ooh.
Yes, and the one tie was in
ahead.
Venable School, and I was wrestling Marcus Beard. I was wrestling under 90, and the smallest person Venable had was Marcus Beard at 125.
Wow.
Yeah, and so Marcus got up on top. I was stuck, and I kind of looked out the corner of my eye, and there was Mom on the first row, and she stared at me, and she goes, "Get up," with all the love and determination. And so I got up and ended up as a draw. So
which is pretty much a win when you're 90 pounds and he's 120.
That's right. But, I've clinged to that particular sensation in some of the most difficult times in my life. Just get up. Get knocked down.
That's
just
right.
get up.
That's
and
right.
so Phyllis was a big part of building that, coding that into my kind of life experiences. But, that was good.
I like that. That's a sweet story. I love mamas. Okay, I'm actually moving on to friends. Now, growing up, I was not the girl that had like a pile of friends all the time. I generally had one or two friends, and they came and went with the wind, and so and they were. I'm grateful for them. But there was one friend of mine, and I met her in my late 30s, and her name, I might have been 40. I don't remember. Her name is Mallory Muller. And Mallory was this beautiful, strong creature, but she was so soft and gentle. And the gift that she gave me was knowing friendship that didn't have any strings attached, that will be there when shit is shitty and when I do shitty stuff. And she never, ever looked at me like you're a dumbass, which was quite lovely. And I'm not a great long distance friend, but every time we, get a chance to speak or anything together, it's like we never left each other, and she doesn't judge me for my lack of attention span. So I've had wonderful women in my life, but she in particular gave me the gift of true friendship, that it requires nothing other than your friendship.
Seems like today's the day to give her a little round of applause.
I would, but I can't figure out how to use my clap machine. Great. Sorry.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and confess that what got this particular podcast going was Julia Brown.
Go Julia.
14, Zool Wolfpack, posted with a teammate on their
social media,
just the proclamation of International Women's Day, and that kind of got us thinking. And I just can't get through talking about women, talking about role models for women, talking about the future, and not consider Julia and, quite frankly, some of the other younger women in our family. Lizzie Kineski, who's a budding comedian in Chicago, Megan Bell Davis, who we all knew from ABC Bachelor, and is now just the best mom in the whole world.
She's killing the mom
beautiful,
thing.
yeah. Expecting here soon, and then Julia, just in her 6th year of professional volleyball.
She's an inspiring woman.
Yeah, and she's just what was the quote we were going to do? Today we were talking to her, and she's so excited about finishing up this season, thinking about next season, and I think we ended up.
Don't be stealing my dollies.
No, I was setting it up for you, honey.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm coming back with it.
Go. Okay.
Thank you for Julia. I, too, have the privilege of spending some time with her, and she is something else. I mean, just amazing woman. But one of my favorites of people I don't really know, but I think they're amazing, would be the wonderful Dolly Parton. I find her to be unapologetically herself, and I think that is amazing. Like, life just throws her, crap, and she takes it and she absorbs it and learns from it. But, she just continues to love herself for exactly who she is and do her best to love others. And I am thoroughly entertained and inspired by her.
Beautiful. Do we get a quote?
Yeah, and I have a quote I'm going to leave you with. It's a wonderful Dolly quote, which she has many fabulous ones. I like this one. It says, "I'm not offended by all the dumb blonde jokes because I'm not dumb and I'm not blonde either." I don't have a good Southern accent, or I would try to do her voice better, but I find her stuff to be just refreshing.
I do too. Hey, listen, folks, I'm going to wrap up my side of this conversation with, you are a woman that I celebrate. And I do like the cape, but, just that whole empowerment that you have lived, that you have shared, that you have shown others, certainly your pilot's license, certainly all your technology, all your art, all your music, all your science. I mean, all those elements of who you are and what they bring out in the people around you is really incredible, and specifically me. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Thank you.
I love you to death, and this is, really a great day to be with you and to recognize not only you as a person, but you as a woman. They also,
I am woman, hear me roar.
Okay, no. Okay, but hey, I would like to, if you don't mind, we've written a ton over the years about in Happy God about strong women. Maybe you like them, maybe you don't. You can debate that all day long, but they are strong, powerful, impactful women. And that includes Kay Yao, big NC State basketball coach. We've written about her coach, Linda Hampton Keith, who took NC State's volleyball team deepest into the NCAA tournament as it's ever been in its history. Ronda Rousey we've written about. We've written about Danica Patrick and her kind of pursuits in both the Indy and NASCAR racing. Hillary Clinton. Kim Glenn. I'm just trying to think who else. Can you come up with any other people we've? Maggie Rose, who's coming to Key West, and her ambassadorship through COVID in terms of keeping the arts alive and keeping people connected in a positive way.
Powerful.
Yeah, but there's just lots and lots of you, and I apologize for all you women who we have talked about or used as examples of how life is to be lived well.
Can I just do what? Can I add one little?
Please.
Her name is Melody Robertson.
Oh, that's right. Track champion, two-time track champion, Nashville Motor Speedway.
She is my hero in so many ways. I am not going to spend all the time doing it, like going through them all, but what a woman.
Yeah, you for everybody,
what a privilege.
For everybody that's listening from Inca Candler, Asheville, North Carolina, you call in and you can just tell your favorite male story about how she's always been there at a time of need. She's the best neighbor in the world. Her and D. Wayne down there at the Pone World for so many years. All the work she's done with Catalucci Dental and building up that enterprise with Jason and Jen Bodner. Quite frankly, you can still see the imprint of Mel on the Inca athletic program.
Oh yeah,
for all
she's
that.
A big supporter of the girls' sports over there. But that girl, she give you the shirt off her back at any time. She ain't gonna take no shit from no one. But she is the most giving and gentle and kind woman.
Yeah.
And she's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, that's a way to finish this one up. Yeah. So if we didn't mention you on this call, on this particular blog, and we've connected, we apologize. We could go on and on and on with so many wonderful women. Thank you so much for being the half that makes life worth living. It just seems nice to share this time and reflect on just where women have come from and where they're going, and keep it up. That's all I got.
Well, we thank you for taking the time out to celebrate us.
All right. Well, how do we finish this one off?
I don't know. That's it. Happy International Women's Day. Enjoy the month, ladies. Just stay fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to work on this closing.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Ciao.
that's it from Sugarbush Shenanigans.
Appreciate
Bye,
y'all.
guys.